Hello, this is Rami from Glory Technologies. This is part 1 from SQL Server tutorial lectures. In this part, we are going to learn what is SQL, connecting to a server using SQL Server Management Studio, what is SQL Server Management Studio, and how to connect. Firstly, SQL stands for Structured Query Language. SQL is a language of data, and data is a language of business because every business runs off data. I think it's hard to imagine there is an application without a database. So, SQL takes the data and stores it in the database. In this course, we're going to study Microsoft SQL Server, and also there is other type of databases like MySQL, Oracle, and other types. SQL Server Management Studio is the tool used to connect to database server. So, SQL Server Management Studio is a client tool and not the server itself. When we connect to local server, we write 127.0.0.1 or we write local server or just type a dot. First, you need to have SQL Server Management Studio already installed on your PC. Now we are going to connect to the SQL server. When we connect to the SQL server, we can write 127.0.0.1 or we can write local server or we can just write dot. All of this will let us connect to the SQL server. There is two types of authentication. There is Windows authentication and SQL authentication. Windows authentication, you can choose it, you don't have to write a username and password, but SQL Server authentication, you use it when you specify a password when setting the SQL Server Management Studio to your PC. Well, now I'll connect using Windows authentication. Now we have the databases, security, server object, replication. We have everything down here on the left. We go to this page and expand. We have here our databases. Well, that's it for today. We have learned today what is SQL Server. We have learned how to connect to the SQL Server, and we have learned about SQL Server Management Studio. See you next time.